Oh, hello. It's a Sunday evening here in Sydney. Welcome back to the stream. Yeah, it's a long day. I'm super tired. I started out early start, for a Sunday, and the day just kept going on and on and on, and it was a long day, and it's kind of one of those things like with the stream and the YouTube channel plus full-time job and everything else going around the house. You sort of think to get everything done, you have to be really productive most of the time when you're not working or whatever. And today, I'll tell you what, today was just probably one of the least productive days I've ever had, that I can remember, because I dropped Zach off at work at around 9:45, and I went in and I did some, because he works in a grocery store, so I went in and did some shopping, because sort of just had to get some stuff, and we have deliveries and stuff coming tomorrow, so just had to get a few things, and then came home, lounged around. Next thing you know, it's sort of like 11:30, and then my wife says, "Oh, we really need to trim the dog." So then you have to get the clippers out and try and finagle the animal to sit still long enough so you can kind of shear him back, and it's just, you just don't even realize how much actually time it takes to clip a tiny, well, he's a relatively small spoodle, right? He's cute, but he's not huge, and you don't realize how long it actually takes to trim the little bugger. And so that was a good chunk of time spent this afternoon, and then all of a sudden, it's like 2:30. You didn't even know what happened, and you have some lunch, and on and on and on. I think we watched like half an hour of the Olympics, or 45 minutes of the Olympics. We watched some swimming or something. And then, next thing you know, it's sort of 4:00, and it's like, well, now I have to go get Zach from work. And then get him home, and it's dinner. It's just, the whole day was just like that. And then finally, after dinner around 6:30, I sat down and did like two solid hours of work on systems and things that I need to get in place for the stream and the videos and the channel and all that stuff. And yeah, it just took so long. Or the whole day was like that. But I guess it is what it is. Yeah. So anyway, it was not a hugely productive day. And actually, I wanted to hop into Cold War today. I wanted to sort of probably spend an hour or two just kind of shooting some stuff in Cold War, because we're getting sort of close to the end of the season. I think in the Battle Pass, it says that the Battle Pass expires on, I want to say the 10th of August, but that's a Tuesday, and they tend not to end things on Tuesdays. So it's probably the 11th or 12th. And I'm like nowhere near completing the Battle Pass right now. Like, just, I think I'm level 60 or whatever. I like to finish the Battle Pass. So at some point over the next week and a half to two, I have to, I'm going to have to put some hours in and grind out some stuff in Cold War. I can't even be bothered with Warzone, to be honest. It's just, you see what's going on there. Every day is a new sort of glitch, bug, problem. Now there's the unlimited UAVs and all that stuff. He's just like, okay, forget it, man. Just not interested. So yeah, I'll grind out some Cold War probably just to finish the battle pass, and then I'll work out if I'm actually even going to buy the next battle pass. It's pretty weird. You haven't heard anything yet about season 5, so it's kind of strange. Normally, by this point, where you're sort of less than 2 weeks out from the end of the season, you start to hear some stuff about what's coming in the next battle pass season, but haven't heard much of anything. And I kind of pay attention to that stuff, so yeah, I'm not sure what'll happen with the battle pass, but I'm just not playing Warzone at the moment, so don't know what the value of the battle pass is, to be honest. Might just save my COD points. Wait till Vanguard comes out and have a look at that. I'm actually, got to be honest, I'm actually looking forward to Vanguard. I really dislike the Black Ops engine that Cold War runs on. I really just don't enjoy playing on it. But I'm a big fan of the Modern Warfare engine. So the new game running on the Modern Warfare engine should be good fun. It'll just be different at the very least. I don't know how good the game will be. And I'm not one of those people who's upset or not happy about a World War II setting. Like, I don't really care. As long as there's not jetpacks and stuff, I'm good. So happy to play whatever they put out. So we'll do that. But yeah, and as for the current stream stuff, tonight we'll try and finish off this hospital. We'll spend some time maybe making it look a little bit prettier, I guess is probably a nice way to describe it. But also, maybe not necessarily pretty so much, but more efficient. It's not a great design. Some of the middle buildings are a bit messy. They were the ones that we created first, so we'll clean that up. And yeah, just see if we can finish this off. Financially, we're doing okay, so that's good. We'll make them a little bit more efficient. We'll put in some reception. Maybe we'll put receptions in at every sort of entry point into the hospitals and see if that sort of makes everything a little bit more efficient. We'll put some more seating and let people sit down a bit more. We'll try and think through how to develop a better hospital. So that's going to be the plan for tonight. And then probably at the end of the stream, we'll talk a little bit about next week. Okay, then let's get after it. All right, so there's that. Now let's fix the sound. See, this is where having something like a Go XLR would be handy, because you could I could have different mute and faders and stuff for the different audio sources. Once the Go XLR is back in stock, I think we'll have to pick one up. Okay. All right, well, let's start cleaning things up. I think this one here might be the first one we'll do. But what we'll do over here first is we'll drop reception desks here. Here. And here. Now, let's see if that makes, actually, let's see if that makes any difference to the efficiency of this place. And then what we'll do is we'll move these over there. Edit. Okay. Okay, so we'll put that one over there. We'll edit this one. We'll move that one over there. Stream engine. No, what's that? Tell me more, Regina. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I am intrigued. Okay. Wait, what? No, what's going on here? What's not allowed there? Yes. Okay. We'll throw some sophisticated benches down. Here. 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 And then we'll put a drinks machine here. A snacks machine there. We'll put a magazine rack here. Put another one there. We'll put a bookcase here. Another one there. Don't leave me hanging like that, Regina. What's this? Steam stream engine. What is it? Oh, bins. Okay, that'll do. Then let's edit that room a little bit. And we'll add let's add a bookcase. Let's add a bookcase. Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. I know the guys who made I know the guys who made the Go XLR they're looking at making a new version now. So that's interesting. Yeah. I think what I might do when it gets around to it is I might buy a Go XLR and if I have to sell it in a few months' time, then so be it. Okay, so let's put like, because if something better comes along, then no problem. I'll happily replace it. No, I don't want to put that there. Yes. So I'll happily replace the Go XLR if I have to. So let's leave that there. Let's copy that. And then drop that there. We'll copy that. Paste that there. I almost bought the Go XLR a little while ago and just didn't pull the trigger. And then it went out of stock in Australia. Never to be seen or heard from again. So that's kind of a pain. All right. So now, how is this doing over here? We've literally had no one there. Well, that's kind of useless. Let's edit that. Pick that up. Move it over here. I will contact, yes, I will contact you when I'm done. Edit. Okay. Why can't I place that there? What's going on? Okay. There we go. I like that a lot better. Now let's put some benches down. Actually, let's move that over here. And then put our benches down. We'll do this. And now we'll put another bin here. And then we'll put out some drinks machines. Some snacky poos. We'll do a drinky fountain. And we'll do a sweetie dispenser. And then let's put some plants over there. 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 Put one here. One here. Oh, there's something there. There we go. All right. Let's put one here. One here. Let's swing this around. Oh. Oh well. There's nothing we can do, I guess. We could put one in the back. There we go. Put one in the corner? No? Oh, it's an invalid. Yeah, we can't have them in there. Okay. Fair enough. All right. Let's go back over to this area here. And we'll sell this. Sell that. We'll just get rid of everything here. So we have a whole empty wing now. Actually, we'll leave it there. And then we'll put another one. And then we'll swing around here. And we'll put another reception here. Okay. And so that's much better. And we'll go over here. We'll sell that. Sell that. There we go. I'd like to sell the patient, but I can't. Okay. What do we got going on over in this place? Okay, that's better. Now, let's move, not you. Let's move that there. And we'll put you there. Okay. Now, let's see what else we can do. Actually, let's just let it run a little bit and see what happens. Oh. Okay, quite a few of our staff have, yep, okay, get lost, buddy.
Health Inspector now arriving at the hospital.
Okay. So we'll let this run, and we'll see what happens. We should have probably put a bathroom in there somewhere, but
Patients, please use the toilets provided.
that'll be fine. What is that? Why did I put that there? I really probably should have drew this guy over there somewhere, but never mind. Okay. All right. We can upgrade our drug mixer. Okay. Where's the drug mixer? That's the fluid analyzer.
Maintenance required in resolution lab.
So that's that one. Do I have another drug mixer somewhere? I think this one. Yeah, that's already been upgraded. Okay. So, yeah, we seem to be healing more people now, which is good.
Brought to you by Art Change Plus. Replace your art with a cleaner, more generous art.
Have we had anyone? We still haven't had anyone to come to these places. Okay. Now.
Please leave toilets as you would hope to find them, not as you would expect to find them.
Okay. And if you're here for the first time, thank you very much for visiting. Remember, it helps out a lot if you hit the like button. And if you want to continue to come back and watch the channel, be much appreciated if you hit subscribe. Not now. Okay. Okay. Let's put this here. We'll copy that. Where's the door? Okay, there. Where can we put this? Nope. There. Okay. Let's epidemic warning. Okay, so let's pause for a second. Now, we have an injection thing here somewhere. Where is that? Blastercaster. Can that get an upgrade? Nope. Where's the injection thing? It's a ward. Fluid accelerator. Toilet. Jab master. Okay. Let's build a new one of those things. The jab master. Injection room. Okay. All right, so we have a jab master. Let's drop a window there. Put a bin in the corner. Put a fire extinguisher. And a drinking fountain. And you can have a lolly. This is our bronze star. And here's a plant for good measure. Okay, and now we'll put, whoops, sophisticated bench. We're classy at this hospital. Okay. What we can do is put a drinks machine here and a snack machine here. And then we'll put, let's get some magazines. There. We'll do a bookcase here. One there. We'll put a bin here. One there. We'll put some plants around to make the place more friendly. Okay. Put one here, here. Put one here, one here. Let's stick. More plants. Plants are good. Okay, so we've got a toilet and an injection room. Let's go. Okay. Some pop stars visiting. Can do a bit better job of that spot, I think. Is there anybody in any of these rooms?
Oh, Popstar visiting the hospital.
Oh well, we do have somebody at least.
Nigel Biggleworth. On 2 Point Radio. I have a message from Jerry. Who
Okay.
says, Hello, Nigel. Happy
Hello, Nigel.
name is Jerry. I am 5 years old. How many years old are you?
Canine away unlocked. So we got that canine. Where is that? It's a dog. Okay. Yep. Huh. Bernie Aubergine died. Yep.
Attention. Urinating anywhere in the hospital will not be tolerated.
Oh, somebody else didn't quite make it. We're having a few people go belly up on us, which is not ideal. What do we need? Okay. Okay, so let's do some research around what? I don't know. Okay, we'll do that one. The hospital isn't covering its costs. I don't think that's true, my friend. I think we are doing okay. We'll pay attention this month and see. But I don't believe you. I don't believe you, sir. Let's see what happens here. Come on. Yeah, we made $100,000 that month. I think we're doing okay there, champ. You settle down. Okay.
Please leave toilets as you would hope to find them, not as you would expect to find them.
Where? We have people not surviving. Where? Come on, Hugo. Get your act together. We seem to be getting a lot more of those little bling sounds, which is good. Hire a doctor or two. Go work over there. We need a doctor with DNA. We don't have any of those. Oh, holy crow. Let's hire you. You can go over there. Some of it's special. Not sure what that means, but it sounds weird. Okay. We really need doctors with research skills. Maybe we'll try and train some. Okay, let's try and train some people in research. Actually, you know what? Let's just hire some junior doctors. We'll just drop them around the place.
The epidemic has broken out of the hospital.
Hire you. We'll hire lots of people with lots
Chromotherapy, please.
of... Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll do research, and then we'll pay this guy, and then we'll just get all these juniors, and we'll train them. Okay, so now we should have lots of doctors trained in research. Okay, yep, you can be promoted. Just do that. What is that? Okay. Well, this seems like it's working really well over there. Wow, okay. What about this room? Still hasn't done anything.
Nurse to surgery, please.
Okay, where's a nurse? Okay, Peggy. hire another nurse. We'll send her.
Remember, I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to entertain myself.
Sure, man. We need a janitor. Who can clean up stuff. Why? The hospital isn't covering its costs. Okay. So let's
Patients on the way.
have a new PANS lab rooms. Where's a PANS lab? Okay.
Janitor needed to repair Deluxolux.
Okay. There we go. We'll put an extinguisher over here. A drink fountain here. We'll put a bin in this corner. We'll let you have some sweeties because we're nice. We'll put some yucca plants around.
The litter that you dropped on our floor.
What else? Put a bronze star up. And we're good. And then we'll rotate. And we'll throw some sophisticated benches here, here, here. And then we'll hire a doctor. Yep, we'll hire you. And we'll drop you in there.
Nurse to the pharmacy.
Okay. We need to hire a surgeon. Can't hire a surgeon. Do we have... Never mind. Oh, we lost money that month. Well, that's not ideal. Oh, well, there we go.
Head office calling doctor.
Next, we'll have to train some people in just general doctoring. You're not late, mate. Hi, Tony, by the way.
Completed.
Hold on, where's my... The Jab Master could be upgraded. Is that the Jab Master?
Doctor to research, please.
So let me get this straight. The company your dad works for, said that you could just rock up and get a vaccine, and then you went through the queues and all that stuff, and New South Wales Health went, no, that's not how this works. Is that what happened? Because that's kind of sounds kind of weird. Oh dear. And so, like, this company your old man works for, did they just think that they could tell people to turn up to the vaccination hub and, like, she'll be right, mate? Was that kind of what went on there? Or? Okay. So, let's go. Treatment. General practice. Actually, you know what? Let's use the small training room for that. Courses available. Yeah, I know you said, but why did they think that they could just turn up? All right. So did your dad get his done? Oh, that's fine. I mean, yeah, for sure, man. But did your father manage to get his taken care of? Oh, good. And what about your mom? Did she get hers done as well?
Nurse required in cardiology.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, the government is trying desperately to get any kind of frontline worker vaccinated now. For sure.
We're close to award season.
Okay. Yeah. Wow, that's rough. Is your mom okay, or just is it like a chronic thing, or is she just not feeling particularly well? Okay, so maybe what we'll do is we'll use some of this QDOS stuff we've got, because we've got a lot of it now. Okay. Fair enough. Ooh, hand sanitizer. Yep. We'll add one of them. What else can we add? What does this do? Increases hospital attractiveness. Lunar lecterns. Get out of it. Okay. Oh. Wow. That sounds pretty rough, to be honest. Doesn't sound like a good time. Oh, let's have that. Gold stars. And what else? Yeah. Yeah, we'll add that. Let's add that. Let's have all the posters. Okay. What did we just buy? Hand sanitizers. Let's throw some of them around. All right. That yeah, it doesn't sound very good. for your mom. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Let's throw one here. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, man. Definitely, definitely would help to actually do the whole process. We did ours. How long ago did we do ours? We did ours months in advance. I think we waited. I think we waited 6 weeks for our vaccines. Yeah. I mean, you could go get the AstraZeneca pretty much straight away if you really wanted to. I mean, I'm sure they're handing that one out. Like if you go to a GP, I think they're pretty much giving AZ now to anyone who wants it. Like we have literally in the country, from what I understand, there's like millions of doses available. So you could probably just get one. Okay, let's put one in here. Yeah. Well,
Maintenance announcement. Toilets need routine servicing.
I hope, because they're talking about now canceling and postponing people's second shots. So I said to my wife, I'd be pretty filthy if they called us up and said, oh, by the way, we're not going to do your second dose now. Sorry about that. I think I'd be pretty unhappy, I have to say. Yeah, it's all right, man. I know these things are. Get out of the way, man. Yeah, it's not an easy time. Just have to be patient. I think there's a lot of
Attention. Urinating
there's a lot of misinformation around, and that's not helpful. And, you know, everybody is frustrated and a little bit concerned. So I just think everybody just needs to take a, and the wind blew my, yeah, everybody just needs to kind of take a, oh, look at that. Let's go to our staff. Let's go look at their money. Whoa. Okay, let's give it to them. This should hurt financially. What do you mean? So you were eating McDonald's while you were waiting outside and the wind took it? That sounds pretty rough, mate.
Training course completed.
Okay, well that's good. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. It's just pretty funny. It's yeah. I'm not gonna lie. That's rough. Where am I? Oh, I'm going to this one.
Injection room, calling nurse.
Which one? So I'm doing this one. Let's get this person to teach these four. So you reckon that your Macca's cost you an hour of work, basically? Is that what you're saying? Let's get a guest in there. Let's get the senior doctors. Oh, well. Oh, no. Okay. Wow. That's a pretty chunky Macca's bill. Do doctors not need this kind of training? You hit 6 figures with what? Sorry, I don't understand. What did you hit 6 figures on? Oh, your bank account. Holy shit. That's not bad. That's a nice day. Nice. Congratulations. Wow, you're doing well. What are you going to do with all your money?
If you're unlucky enough to get sick, my advice, don't turn to jumbo medical solutions. Their hospitals are well equipped, it's true.
Well, I'd say, are you saving to buy a house? But in Australia,
Could patients please use the toilets provided?
that's a big thing in Australia. Yeah, we don't own a house. We used to. Um, we owned a place out in Castle Hill for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. But I hated owning a house.
Treatment has failed.
Couldn't stand
Sorry
it.
to say, a patient is dead.
I found owning a house in Australia just stupidly expensive and really unfulfilling. All I could see every time something went wrong, all I could think of was how much money
Helix,
it was costing me. That was all that ran through my head. And that was, I suppose, the other part too, is in Castle Hill where we had the house. We weren't like, I wouldn't say we were far away from everything, but like Castle Hill is a good ways away from most stuff. And I worked on, well, the Lower North Shore. And so the idea of me driving every day from the Hills District into the Lower North Shore, even with parking, was kind of a pain in the bum.
toilets as you would hope
I was spending
not what you'd expect to find them.
a good hour and a half, 2 hours each day in the car. And that was just a nuisance. And
Completed.
so, and because I was traveling a lot for work, my wife was way out in the hills, and yeah, she wasn't a big fan. So we decided to okay, let's do that. Yeah, so what we decided to do was we kept the house and then we rented that out. And then we rented a place in Crow's Nest. Sort of actually in Camaray rather than Crow's Nest. And then after a while, we had the house for sort of another 5 years or something. Yeah, so we kept the house with tenants and that, and for a while, it was really good. So the house we had in Castle Hill, when we bought it, we completely renovated it and put new hardwood floors in. We recarpeted the whole house. We ran ducted air conditioning through the whole place. So the house was in really good shape. And then we got tenants, and the first tenant we had was really good. He was a police officer and worked up the road at the Castle Hill police station. And he was an exceptional tenant, actually. He was really good.
Training course complete.
And
Dismissed.
and then we started having trouble with the neighbor who lived. Then we started having trouble with the neighbor who lived not too, like, in the house next door. And they became kind of a problem. And they refused to do things like clean their gutters and stuff. And so they were sort of townhouses, and when the water would run off their roof into the gutter, it would run onto our roof. And then eventually that started to leak into the house with the terracotta tiles and stuff like that. And so this neighbor just kind of became a pain in the bum. And then the police officer, he kind of got fed up with it. And he moved out. And then we got another tenant. And they were okay, I guess. They were looking to buy a house themselves. And so one of the problems we had was occasionally basically the rent would kind of become secondary to them saving money. And so as a result, we would have months where the rent was late. And you can't have that, to be honest. It's not really an acceptable scenario when you've got a mortgage plus your own rent. You can't have tenants doing that kind of stuff. So yeah, it was kind of annoying. And I don't know, we just got fed up, and we decided one day we had to get rid of the house. And it was alright. Didn't matter to me. I didn't really.
Good patients, please use the toilets provided.
Yeah. So, where's that mega scan thing? Is that it there? X-ray. Where's the mega scan? So we had the house. So what we did was we put it up for auction, and the house sold at auction for, I don't know, about 10% more than 15% more than what we'd sort of
Someone important is around.
thought we would get for it, which was good. And the funny part about it
To fix X-ray machine.
was that the comedy of it was that we had a whole bunch of people who went through the house during the inspection period, and there were a number of bidders, including a couple who lived down the road from us, and we'd kind of gotten to know them a little bit, but he wanted to buy it for his daughter, who'd just gotten married, so they could be on the same street. And the auction came, and it ended in 7 minutes. There was a bidder from China, a lady, and she walked in, had never seen the place, had never done an inspection, had done none of the conveyancing reports, nothing. And she just kept outbidding, upping everything. And eventually the guy from down the road said, look, we're not going to win. She'll just bid whatever she has to. So he stopped bidding. So this Chinese lady won. And what a gong show. It was they had to pay the deposit to the real estate agent after the auction. They had you have 24 hours once you sign the contract to provide the deposit. And they rocked up to the real estate agent that afternoon with 10% of the value of the house for the deposit in cash. And I got this phone call from the real estate agent saying, you're never going to believe this, but they walked in with bags of cash. And so luckily the real estate agent had a safe, and they put the cash in the safe, and it was a Saturday, right? Because most auctions happen on Saturday. And they're like, man, we're kind of concerned here. It's a lot of money. And so apparently the guy who owned the Ray White agency, he kept going there. Oh, every few hours on Sunday, he kept turning out to make sure there was nothing going dodgy, nothing dodgy with his agency. And so that was okay. And then it came time to settlement. And about 3 days before the settlement, they still hadn't done any of their inspections or anything. Like nothing that a typical buyer has to go through. They did none of it. And then we got my conveyancer got a letter from the buyer, not even the buyer, like didn't seem to have a lawyer or anything, and just said, we need to postpone the settlement. We haven't done anything. And my conveyancer's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, well, what can we do? And they're like, well, we can deny. And if they don't settle on the day, there's penalties. And if they're more than 7 days late, then we keep the deposit, and they lose the house, and we can put it back up for auction. And so I'm like, okay. So they called the conveyancer called the buyer and said, look, client's not interested in any delays. You can pay the 7-day penalty rates. It's like 1% a day or something. But if you don't have the money on the Monday, then that's what's going to happen. And then the Monday after, you lose your deposit, and the owner keeps the house, and they'll sell it again, and you're out your 10%. And so they said, no, we'll sort it out. So this would have been on a Friday, and the settlement was due on a Monday. And we didn't hear anything over the weekend. And then Monday morning, I'm sort of at work and kind of a little nervous, right? It's like, it's a lot of money, and it's kind of a hassle, and nobody needs that sort of gear. And I get a call. The settlement's due to happen at 11:30. I get a call from the conveyancer at 11:45, and the conveyancer is like, I just got a call from ANZ Bank, and they're very unhappy. I'm like, okay, good for them. Big bank, whatever, don't care. And I'm like, what happened? And they said the buyer rocked up to the bank with the full amount of the balance of the house in cash. So they turned up downtown, like CBD Sydney, with hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash, and didn't tell the bank they were coming. And so the bank had to postpone the settlement to organize security to come collect the cash from these people and take it to a safe spot, because obviously bank offices where they do settlements for property transactions, they don't have safes. They're just office buildings, right? Just an ANZ branch or office in the CBD. Yeah, these people turned up with quite literally hundreds of thousands of dollars. Well, that's right. So you have the problem of where did the money come from? And the bank's like, we have, money laundering laws that we have to adhere to. And so the conveyancer said it took, normally a transaction like that will take about 15 minutes. It took 3 hours to settle because the bank had to run checks on the money and all kinds of stuff. They had to get security to come, the Progasur or whatever they're called, that company with the big yellow armored cars. They had to come and get the money. But it all went through. But yeah, these people paid cash for this house. Crazy. Absolutely. Like, I want I said to my wife after that experience, like, I want absolutely nothing to do with ever buying another house in Sydney ever again. It's madness. Happy to be a tenant.
Patients now arriving
Um,
on the ward.
That said, if I had the money to buy, if I had the money to buy a house outright, I would. But let's be blunt, right? The idea of outright buying a house in Sydney with cash is kind of a nonsense.
Now approaching the hospital.
Nobody can really do that. It's just not a thing you can do. So that's no, that's right. And you know, Sydney's bad enough, but yeah. We just don't seem to have enough GP's offices anywhere.
Maintenance needed in Deluxe Clinic.
Maybe I'll just build some new ones. Nope, that was not what I wanted to do. Okay. Nope. 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 Where's the door, man? Our mega... Yeah, I know, man. Okay, that's better. Okay. Now. I've been in Sydney now for wow. Trying to think how long I've been in Sydney for. It'll be 25 years. 25 years in February.
Maintenance needed in research.
Yeah, 25 years. Come. Okay, so there we go. That's good.
Warning. Seismic activity detected.
Nope, I want to build that room. There's a pharmacy. Wait.
Maintenance required in injection room.
Well, I'll build a pharmacy here.
Patients, please use the toilets provided.
Yeah. Actually, no, that's not true. I haven't lived in Sydney 25 years. I've lived in Sydney consistently, like consecutively. My nose is very itchy tonight. I've lived in Sydney now for 20 straight years, but in the middle of that 25 years that I've kind of been in Australia, we lived in Hong Kong for a year, and I lived in Perth for a while. So yeah, we've been elsewhere. For sure. But yeah, it's been 20 straight years in Sydney. But 25 years in Australia. Okay. Let's go to our X-ray machine. Okay, we got a ton of X-ray machines, I think, from memory. No, that's the mega scanners. Where are the X-ray machines? Yeah, these guys.
Maintenance required in reanimation.
What's the... What's this? Oh, let's upgrade that. Let's upgrade that. We got a lot of X-ray machines, man. What's this room? Fracture ward. Can we add another fracture ward somewhere? Like, where are our janitors? Like, look at,
Needed to run X-ray machine.
look at this. Clean this up. All right. Wow.
Maintenance announcement. Automated snack machines need restocking manually.
Yep, they do indeed. All right. Let's do that. Let's do that. What else? Okay. What's that guy? Is that a mega scanner? Let's upgrade that guy. Can I train anyone? What's this do? Upgrade machines? Okay, let's get these janitors trained. Okay, there we go. Wow, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I enjoy Sydney. Obviously being Canadian, I could at any stage just pick up and move to Canada if I wanted to. It wouldn't it wouldn't take it wouldn't take a lot. Where's
Maintenance announcement. Plants need water.
yeah, where are the plants that need watering? Yeah, so I could just pick up and move. Like, I could live in Toronto, and I was offered a really good job in Toronto a long time, 10 years ago, and could have moved. Family there, obviously. At the time, my mom was still alive, so my mom was there. I could have,
Patients, please use the toilets provided.
could have just gone over there, but I don't know. Yeah. I need you to do that. Yeah, so so I could have done that if I'd wanted to. But I don't know.
Attention. Urinating anywhere in the hospital will not be tolerated.
I think I would live in Canada in certain places. There are certain places I would move to.
Maintenance required.
I think if I had my way, I would move, or not move. That's probably not the right rate. I would buy. I'd buy a house in Banff, Alberta, and I'd spend part of the year there. And the other part of the year in Sydney. So I'd probably summer in both places. So I'd spend the summer in Sydney over Christmas time. And then come sort of April, I would go to April, May, I'd go to Alberta and go to Lake Louise and live there for that part of the year. That's probably how I would do it. Okay, so the easy scanner. Where's the easy scanner? That's the.
Course complete. Class dismissed.
So the X-ray machines. Which one is this? That's the fracture clinic, I think. I don't know. I wouldn't live anywhere else, and I've had a lot of opportunities. I think it's a pretty good place to be. But you know, everybody has
Patients, please use the toilets provided.
everybody has something they prefer. Where's that easy scanner, man? Is that in here?
Nurse to escape room, please.
I have no idea where this thing is. I have to stop. I have to find this stupid thing. So it's not there. That's not it. That's the heart racer. That's the fluid analyzer. That's like what is this? Surgery. That's the face stamp. Deluxe-o-matic. Toilet helixer. Jab master. Fluid analyzer. Where is this thing that I'm looking for? Okay, that's not it. What is this? Traction. So that's not it. Nope. Nope. It's not in there. Extract a pan. Is that? No. Okay. Starting to run out of patience now. There we go. What was that? So it's that thing. Okay, gotcha. These things. That's an example. Is this it here? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Now I got you. I'll tell you what I found. So growing up in Canada, what you find is that Canadians are very polite, and we wait our our turn. And so in a work environment, things like seniority matter a lot. So it's almost Japanese in that respect, that if you've been somewhere for a while, that's actually taken into account with for why, new opportunities and things like that come along. So so seniority matters. And because seniority matters, people are
close to award season.
People are less interested in necessarily they're not I'm trying to think of a nice way to say it. They don't really care as much to work hard. They're just willing to put the hours in. But nobody is taking a huge amount of risks or anything like that. So
Clowns now arriving at the hospital.
okay, so let's build a clown clinic. Nope. Okay, we'll put that there. Yeah, so nobody in Canada was prepared to work. Well, that's not. There was no reward for hard work in that respect. You got what everybody else got because people waited around, and depending on how long you were there for, that mattered more than anything else. So so that's kind of a thing. Whereas when I moved to Australia, I moved to Perth, and in WA, everybody was so laid back, and I was quite young. I was 22, 23 when I moved to Australia, and working in technology back then, IT was not a thing in the mid 90s, really. At least in Australia. I mean, the internet was mid and late 90s in Australia. The internet wasn't really widely deployed. A lot of companies and things were still getting their internet via dial-up connections. So I'd had all kinds of experience throughout university and things, deploying IP networks. And here in Australia, they didn't even know what those really were. And so I got work really easily. And I built one of the first wide area networks in Australia, like proper wide area networks outside of a carrier. And I was just willing to work hard because I was young and I didn't know any better. And well, it's not that I didn't know. I was just young, and so I was willing to work hard. And what I realized in Australia, particularly in Perth, is if I was willing to work hard, Australians were willing to be laid back and go to the beach and hang out with their friends and have a barbecue and all that sort of Australian stuff. And if I was willing to stay there late at night and on weekends and stuff and do the work, they were happy to give me the kudos and accolades and more work and more money and everything else. So I just outworked everybody and I had no problem doing it. And within a year or year and a half, it was people in our head office in Sydney were like, okay, can you come work over here? And then about a year after that, after I moved to Sydney, our regional head office in Hong Kong, we're like, we've got a massive Y2K problem that we have to deal with throughout all of Asia. Can you come live in Hong Kong and deal with that? And then I moved to Hong Kong, and then our parent company was a big, what's called a Hong in Hong Kong. It's a big sort of one of the big companies there, one of the big founding companies. Actually, the company Jardines were the founders of Hong Kong. And I did work for them and did all kinds of technology deployments across Asia and the US and everywhere for them over the next sort of 2 years. And so, yeah, it was really just, I was pretty bright. I was doing something that not very many people knew how to do. And I was wanting to put the work in. And my wife was happy to move around with me. She was doing her PhD, so she wasn't tied to any location. So yeah, we just kind of took the opportunity we took the opportunities that were given and wandered around. And I think I've been to, oh wow, I lost count, somewhere around 70 countries or something through work. Like I've been to every continent aside from Antarctica. I built that clown thing. Where is that? Okay. So yeah, I've been all over the place. And it was great. I was young, so I could do it. And got to do some really interesting things. And by the time I hit sort of 35 maybe, I kind of just decided I'd had enough. I had enough of travel. I had enough of busting my ass, 80, 90 hours a week. And yeah, I just said, okay, that'll do. And I went kind of, I wouldn't say I went Aussie, but I certainly relaxed a bit more and focused a lot more on lifestyle. About 10 years ago, actually, I started focusing on doing things that I wanted to do, learning new skills, building businesses online, trying all kinds of things. And like everything, it's sort of, mixed success. Probably more successes than failures, which is good. But, I always used to say to people, if you don't try things and you don't test yourself, you'll never know what you can and can't achieve. So So yeah, did a lot of that stuff. We built a lot of businesses, my wife and I. It's good. I think it's one of those things I sort of learned this lesson in life early on, that you can have less talent. You can have less talent than a lot of people, but you can also just outwork everyone. Like, it costs nothing to work hard.
Attention. Urinating anywhere in the hospital will
So,
not be tolerated.
if you have a good work ethic, it's an unfair advantage. Actually, it's a really good book. There's a book called Unfair Advantage. It's by a couple of English guys, and I highly recommend it. What's going on? Copy. Paste.
Earthquake warning. That isn't your medication.
Oh, yeah. No, if you ever want to read a good book, that's a good one. It's called Unfair Advantage, and there's this idea that
Needed in reanimation.
everybody, no matter what in life, has certain unfair advantages, and that to be successful, you have to figure out what your unfair advantages are, and then apply them to whatever your situation is. Just use your unfair advantages to your advantage. And literally, everybody has one. Everybody has an unfair advantage. They just have to figure out what it is. And I tell Zach all the time, Zach, my son, has the unfair advantage that he's a polite kid, and he's well spoken and charismatic, and he has a natural level of empathy that I admire. He's more empathetic than I am, and so those are unfair advantages that he has. And in life, just by having those things and finding ways to apply that, he'll have some success if he just uses them. And success is a factor of, working hard, having some luck, and using your unfair advantages to your benefit. And I just think success is a recipe. It's a formula. You just have to follow it. Find the things you're not good at. Find a way to compensate for them. Work hard. I remember being very young, and my old man used to say to me that it was, it's that cliche you hear sometimes: the harder I work, the luckier I get. And growing up playing hockey, that was something that we would hear a lot, was if you work hard and you put yourself in the right positions, you have this uncanny ability to get lucky. And the joke and the irony of it is it's not luck, right? It's hard work. It's smart. It's skill. So, yeah.
Training course completed.
But undoubtedly, there's a bit of luck involved in life, right? You have to be in the right place at the right time sometimes. And I think easy scan. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. That was not what I wanted to do. Weird.
To surgery.
Okay, so there's one of these easy scan things that are not been upgraded. That have not been. Oh, this guy. Yeah, yeah. I if you think about that, right? Like think, if you want to contextualize this in terms of video games and streamers and stuff like that. Think about some of these people. Think about some of these people who stream for a living or play video games for a living, right? Take like, I don't know, Scump, right? From Optic. He's, I think Scump's 25, and literally guy makes, high six figures a year, if not millions a year, playing Call of Duty professionally. It's his job. And streaming now. And if you think 15 years ago, or think of all the streamers that you might watch who that's their living. 15 years ago, I would have been in my 30s still. And 15 years ago, there was no such thing as streaming. Didn't even exist. There was no Justin TV. There was nothing. There's no concept of streaming. And then 25 years ago, the notion that you would play video games for a living was farcical. There's no concept of it. So 25 years ago, I was an adult. I'd finished uni at that stage. I was less than a year away from being married. And these guys have a whole career based on that. And think of the luck involved and the right timing for life, where you just happen to be at the right place at the right time, in the right time to do what you do. And that's all those guys. And that's phenomenal. It's surreal. So I always think of that. Okay, I need to hire a janitor and catch a ghost, because this one is terrorizing people. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm sure Regina's still here, but you look at Old Mate Iron 5 years ago, was working in a supplement store, and you know, which is nuts. And now he you say Regina's name, it's like you say her name and she just appears. But if you think about a guy like that, he was 5 years ago in a supplement store working retail, and now he's
Doctor required to run mega scanner.
one of the top 10 Warzone streamers on Twitch. 8,000 people watch him every time he turns on his computer, play a video game. 5 years ago, there was no Warzone. It's pretty amazing, really. He was playing Destiny or whatever, back then. And, sure he was great and all, but not the same. That's right. That's exactly it, right? That's the part. That's the part that you sort of talk about, right? That's the part I mean. Is you can be talented and you can do whatever. And yeah, there's luck, right? There's timing. There's all these things. But when you have 10 viewers or 3 viewers or 2 viewers, everybody has that. And the difference between the guy who has 10,000 viewers and the guy who has 10 is that the guy who had 10,000, he pushed through the 10 to get to 100, to get to 1,000, to get to 10,000. He just kept at it. And that's the hard work part, right? That's the willing to work hard to put yourself in a position where you can, quote unquote, get lucky. Just,
VIP arriving. Please prioritize their
that's
assistant over patient well-being.
that's the amazing thing. That's the difference between somebody who's successful
Try not to slip in the sick.
and somebody who's not. Is the person who's successful is prepared to do the hard work even when they might not be successful, or it doesn't look like they're successful at that moment in time. What are our prices like? You know what? Let's hike them up. Let's make some money here before we finish this off. He's a scary person. In what respect? He's very handsome. Jeez.
Please leave toilets as you would hope to find them, not as you would expect to find them.
I think people. When I was younger, I was very much determined like that. If I wanted something, I just put my mind to it, and I was almost obstinate with respect to I wanted something, and so therefore I was willing to do the work to get it.
Deluxe clinic calling doctor.
And then you get older, and you get some perspective. And what often happens with perspective in that regard is that you learn that what you think you want maybe isn't what you want, and so then things change. your priorities change and you become a different person. And you can still have that level of determination and grit or whatever you want to call it. That's actually, yeah, that was, that's a great book, actually. It's a lady named Angela Duckworth wrote. It's called Grit. If you ever want to read a life-changing book, that's a good one. I'd say of all of the books I've read in the last 10 years, that is probably one of the top 3 or 4. It's a really good look into human psychology. And you can learn how to be quote unquote gritty. You can learn how to be determined. It's a skill. And so, and that's all determination is. It's looking at something and saying, I want this and I'm willing to do the work to get it. And putting that effort forward. So yeah. But also too, you have to have a certain level of confidence, right? You have to be willing to say, not only do I want this, not only am I willing to work hard for it, but I'm confident that I can achieve this. That's a big thing, that having that self-confidence. Where do we want to put that guy? Just hiring people now. All right, man. Have a good night's sleep. Yep. Back to the grind. It's a good thing. I have work as well.
To all patients with no money, you are now discharged.
Alrighty.
Rival executive now approaching the hospital.
I discovered today that I need to probably buy some more RAM for my machine. I started finding myself hitting 90+% RAM utilization today. I mean, it didn't help that I had sort of 35 tabs open in Edge, but still. You know, there's no lines for anything, and the hospital seems like it's kind of just doing its thing. Things just sort of working at the moment. I think the game's going to end. I don't think there's an end, so to speak. This is a sandbox mode. So you just sort of keep playing and keep upgrading stuff and whatever. But, yeah. Like I'm sort of just upgrading stuff now. Don't really have... I think what we'll do is we'll give it to the end of this year. And then I think we might just call it at that point. Because we're doing reasonably well. But it's not a lot. I've built out pretty much everything I could do. And I thought about tearing out these 3 sections here and rebuilding them. But not really feeling that at the moment. It's a lot of work. Earthquakes. Excellent, good. Alrighty. Oh, there's the earthquake.
Earthquake imminent.
Oh no, never mind. Not gonna bother with that. Not gonna bother with that. We're almost done here. I wonder will I get up to $1 million by the end of the year? Sure, man. I don't think we'll get there. I think we're gonna just run out of time. Maybe.
Maintenance required in doghouse.
Oh, maybe. Hey, look at that. We cracked the $1 million mark. That's kind of cool. That's a good way to finish off. I'm looking forward to 2 Point Campus coming early in the new year. So this is the
Maintenance needed.
end of the year.
General diagnosis.
Where are the awards? Give me my awards. Let's see. Did I get the most prestigious hospital award? Which I never won. No, I didn't win that either. Okay, well. Oh, I didn't know any of that. Huh. Well, there you go. Based on how successful. Wow, okay. That's not good. What's this one? Our reputation is 100%. Our cure rate is much higher. Like, all the things that matter were pretty good. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Um, the hospital temperature is good. Okay. What's that? Revenue. Our profit is good. We have no... Like, look at us. Our profit is way up. Oh, yeah. So we had the highest value hospital, the second highest cure rate. We had the best reputation. Wow. Holy crow. Most cures. That most prestigious hospital award never came. Oh. Oh well. Oh well. I guess that'll be it for this one. Let's just save. Yeah. There were a few things that weren't doing so well, but oh well. It was a good week. I enjoyed that game. And the thing I liked about it from a stream perspective is that you can play it for an hour and a half or 2 hours a day, and it's okay. It's good fun. But you wouldn't want to play it for 4 hours. It gets a little boring after. It's sort of a casual. It's quite funny. It's a casual game, and so you can kind of pick up where you left off, and just start playing again. But again, short bursts. Whereas with something like Anno, you could play that for 5-6 hours at a stretch and just kind of get lost, and you lose track of time, which is also cool in its own way. So I like that. So this was a good experience this week to play that one. So I'm trying to think about what we're going to do for next week, and I got a couple ideas on some games that I want to play. Yeah, well, there's a couple. I'll think about it overnight and during the day tomorrow. But we'll come back with something, and we'll do that, and then we're going to get to this point throughout August where there's a couple of games that are coming. So Humankind comes out, I think, on the 18th or 19th of August. I think it's the 19th here in Australia, and I want to play that one. But I think the 19th is like a Thursday or something, or the 15th is a Sunday. So it's like a Thursday or something. So I'm not sure. Excuse me, I'm not sure what we'll do for that week. I'm not sure what we'll do for that week. That'll be a weird one. Yeah, it comes on the 18th, and I think the 18th is a Thursday. Well, yeah, the 18th, that's in the US, right? So I live in the future. So it's the 19th here in Australia. So I don't know what we'll do for Monday through Thursday of that week. But then the week before that, is again the new season update for Call of Duty. And I'm not sure around that one if there's anything interesting in season 5, either for Cold War or even Warzone. I might play that for a little bit, but I'm kind of thinking there probably won't be. So that one might get a hard pass. And I really want to play Age of Empires on stream. New cheaters, that's right. We'll get the new battle pass on the season 5 update, and you'll be able to fall through the floors of a building and hide under, I don't know, hide under a hospital or something. But yeah, I want to play Age of Empires 3. There's a definitive edition. I looked at actually playing that in 4K on stream. But the problem with 4K streaming is that you can't use low latency mode. So because it's 4K, there's like a 30-second delay. And I think that's a bit hard. The first week or so of stream, we had that 30-second delay because I didn't know how to change the setting in YouTube. But it's really uncomfortable. It's a kind of a 30, that's a really uncomfortable delay for chat. So, yeah, I'd like to play that in 4K, but I'm probably not going to do it on stream. So that's definitely one that I want to play. And then there's a couple other games that I'm toying around with at the moment that we'll see what happens in the next, I don't know, few days. And I'm tempted to play City Skylines for a week, which is kind of like sort of a better version of SimCity. So I'm tempted to play that for a few days at the very least. We might do that in that week around Humankind. So if that comes on the Thursday, then the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we might play City Skylines. And then on Thursday, when I get my hands on Humankind, we might play that one on stream for a week and a bit or something. Explore that one a little. We'll see. But yeah, so tomorrow we'll be back with a new game. Start a new week. And at the end of next week, if I can get through Monday through Sunday, that's how the week works. And I don't miss the stream, that will be 1 month consistently where I haven't missed, which is cool. That's kind of what I wanted. Tuesday's my birthday though, so I'm not sure. Tempted to say that something might come up on Tuesday, but I don't know. I'm old enough now that birthdays aren't that important anymore. It's just another day of the year. So, had somebody ask me if I was going to play Off-World Trading Company. I might do. I've got that one sitting on my desktop. I'm just looking at it now, but probably not soon. We'll see what happens. But yeah, be back tomorrow. New game. I'll probably talk about it tomorrow afternoon before the stream. But again, for everyone who dropped in, said hello. Thank you very much, and take care and have a good rest of your weekend. What's left of it, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.